Here at 845 Bunny Court North. So first impressions walking through the house, it is very well kept. It's in good condition. Floor plan, pretty standard for the 90s. It's a little wonky, but overall definitely makes sense. You've got primary on main. You've got a true formal dining. You've actually got two separate upstairs. So above the garage is a completely separate stairwell versus the one on this side of the house, which is going to take you up to the bedrooms. Looks like the house has been recently painted and carpet looks relatively new, or it's just very clean, especially for them having cats. They have two. So you're sitting almost at the head of a cul-de-sac. Between this house and this one, you're kind of splitting the head of the cul-de-sac. For the price point though, I will say it's very good for the area. It's hard to get $350 in Sango, especially with the square footage. But it's definitely because it needs some updating. But like I said, it is in good condition. Just some of it's outdated. You do have a great front porch, tons of pansies, nice rose bush. We actually have some peonies back here too. That my peonies actually just did this too. I don't know what happened, but when they bloom, they are stunning. So kind of nice that you've got some established landscaping. It's great front porch. Got some azaleas up here too. So this looks like this is part of the property on this side. Just going off of this little makeshift jungle gym they've got going on in the back. This front porch is massive. Okay, neighbor over here has an in-ground pool. It's nice. Okay. So walking in immediately on your right, you're gonna have your living room. They definitely have gas logs in the fireplace. I'm just not sure if they're connected. It's pretty typical for this area to see logs in the fireplace and then never have plumbing installed. So, you know, our very first house, we had that. House had been there for 16 years and fireplace had never been hooked up, but it had the logs. Got a beautiful bay window over here. I love the masonry on this too. Super tiny banister. That's gonna take you up to the bedrooms. We'll circle back that way in a little bit. Off your living room is gonna be your formal dining. And the whole house has this very calming light blue paint. Some of the bedrooms upstairs are different shades of blue, but honestly, really nice neutral color. Okay, we do have consistent flooring throughout the first floor, aside from the kitchen. The kitchen is just like a glue down linoleum, so pretty easy to pull up if you ever wanted to try to match this and continue it throughout. Here's the primary bedroom. Got a king size bed, 2 nightstands, and that is about it. 2 windows looking out back. Okay. Got a bifolding closet in here, and this is one of 2, so there is a small walk-in as well. Probably the smoothest bifolding doors I have ever opened. Usually they don't make a very pleasant sound. Okay, so continuing in to the owner suite bath. We've got double vanities, and these are original to the 90s, so they are pretty short. For reference, I'm 5'3", and they hit me at about top of my thigh. So definitely not as high as a modern day vanity. Across from that, you're gonna have a small walk-in closet. And then the actual bathroom, we're gonna see the same glue down linoleum in this bathroom as we did in the kitchen. You got shower tub combo and a linen closet. Okay, we've got a little window above the toilet as well. Okay. Coming into the kitchen, definitely have some updated appliances, which is nice. Dishwasher, I don't know if KitchenAid made dishwashers back in the early 90s, so I feel like this was replaced at some point. Same with the microwave, it's Maytag. They probably just match the color to the original, but they do look like they're relatively new. You've got some pretty good counter space in here, little galley kitchen. And you've got this little island over here. And it does have an overhang comfortably. I'd probably say 2 24-inch bar stools. One thing I do think is a little funky, the half bath is off the kitchen, like right off of it. And your half bath is that's where your laundry is. That was more common back in the 90s. So no vanity, just standalone sink. And then laundry room is in the same room. So always a little funky to see the bathroom in the kitchen, but not a total deal breaker. Okay. Take you out back. Looks like they use this just as an eating area and a litter box. I do not smell cat whatsoever in this house. I don't smell the litter box. I don't smell pets. I don't see any trace of pets. So they seem to be very clean people. You also do have a laminate countertop too. So if you wanted to upgrade to granite or quartz, you could do that. There's definitely room here though for a table if you want a second eating spot. Back handle is a little opposite. You got to flip it up instead of down to make it work. The deck seems to, it feels very sound, but it's definitely a little weathered. I don't feel like it's going to break walking around on it. Of course, that's going to be in your inspection period as well. You've got some privacy back here. Nice shed. So there isn't a whole lot of depth to this lot, but it definitely has width. So it's not going very deep, but you are going out a lot on the sides, which is awesome. Okay. Siding seems to be in pretty good shape too. So down here, definitely some paint splatter, but you could power wash that off. And with the siding out here, because it is so humid, looks like they may have had their grill here at one point and this started warping. So you'll see that happen if you get your grill too close to the vinyl. But throughout the summer, I recommend gutters definitely need to get cleaned. They're overflowing. But power wash the vinyl at least once a year because of how humid it is here. You're going to start to see growth on it. Okay. So this is where the flooring changes. And you'll see this upstairs in the guest bath as well. So this is just a bonus room. Looks like an LVP flooring. Your garage is over here. Oh, looks like a relatively new water heater, which is great. Your breaker box is over in that corner. Feels a little muggy up here. And I'll be honest, I'm very short and I can touch the ceiling. So I'm 5'2", 5'3". So definitely not a lot of ceiling height in this room. It looks like they're just using it as an office. I don't know if the split unit is on, but I'm definitely feeling the humidity up in here. Okay, attic space. Looks like they don't really have any plywood down on this side. Oh, where's the light switch? Oh, no, I don't want to touch that. Oh, okay. That's all the plywood we have is right there. I'll check the other side though. Ooh, okay, that did not want to open for me. Okay, I'm not seeing light switches in these. This one has a little bit more, but not a whole lot. So put more down at your own risk. Okay. Turn off the lights down here first. That was that request of the sellers. Because once we finish up upstairs, I'm going to take you outside just to walk the perimeter of the house. Okay. So carpet, again, looks very new. And it feels like they actually have tennis shoe padding. So upgraded carpet, and it's also not builder grade. So you don't have to worry about it shedding a whole ton. Yeah, it's definitely is tennis shoe padding. It's really nice, very cushy on your feet. So when you get to the top of the landing, come around on your right. First room on your right is gonna be guest bath. Now you do have an upgraded vanity in here. We've got granite or quartz, double vanity, which is awesome for guests. Ooh, wow. New tub and a tile surround with a niche too for your shampoo and body wash. Looks out into the cul-de-sac. Yeah, this is done very recently. You can tell by the caulking and how crisp it is. There's no cracking in it yet. Looks really good. And bathroom remodels are one of the most expensive ones you can do aside from a kitchen. Okay, continuing down the hall. Only door on your left is going to be guest bed number 1. It's a decent size. They've got a twin size bed in here and a nightstand. But I feel like for a guest or a small child, that's really all you would need. And it looks like they actually use this more for toy storage. It's a really good size walk-in closet. This is bigger than the primary, but the primary does have 2. So, great size closet. Okay, you've got an attic up here. I'm not gonna crawl up there, but across from guest bed number 1 can be guest bed number 2. We're gonna see that same bay window carried upstairs that we saw in the living room. In this one, we've got a queen size bed and a full size dresser. Still plenty of walking room. And these do all have window treatments already, which is great. Closets. The doors are like, it looks like they've been painted recently, but I've got like some splotching on them. I mean, it's very minor, just a quick touch of paint and be fixed. Okay, 2 hanging racks. Single hanging rack. Again, good storage for a guest room. Okay. Finally, this is the only room that's a different shade of blue. It's more like a turquoise. This is gonna be our 3rd guest room. Definitely seems to have the most shade just because of the trees growing outside. It is, again, though, very good size. You've got twin size bed, nightstand, and a dresser. I think that's a magnolia tree right there. Very nice. Okay. Bifolding closet again. I don't know if you've ever stepped on tennis shoe padding carpet, but it is extremely cushy. Like, it's like memory foam on your feet every time you take a step. So just trying to paint that picture. All right, take you downstairs so we can go outside. It does look like they've transitioned a lot of these bulbs over to LEDs too. Help with energy efficiency. Even with all the lights off, I think there might be one on in the kitchen still. Let's see. Yeah, and under cabinet light right here. And that's hardwired in too. Nice. There's still some really good natural light. The kitchen, not as much because you've got that wall, but in your living room, you've still got a good amount of it. Okay. All right. Just kind of going off of, trying to pick up on mowing lines. Looks like the line runs along with this little bush up here, whatever these vines are. That looks like there's some snakes probably living in it, if I had to guess. Okay, and that's going to be it for this house. Actually, I'll tell you a little bit about the area really quick. So Deer Trail is it's a smaller neighborhood. A lot of the neighborhoods out in this part of Sango on the 76 side are pretty small. But you've got a Publix probably about 4 minutes away from here. You're going to have a Freddy's there, Wendy's. I mean, you name it, we basically have it in Sango within under 10 minutes. We've got a ton of locally owned restaurants. We've got, Publix, Food Lion, Walmart, all under 5 minutes from you. Gyms, the interstate is right here. I mean, from this house, it's probably 3 minutes to get onto 24. So a lot of people live out here for the convenience, especially if you want to, married couple. If one wants to work down in Nashville, the other one works up in Montgomery County. We've got really easy commutes from this area. So that's going to be it.